So now we're gonna move on to still with the mental strength stuff, but a little fun game for you. So this is an idea I stole off another podcast that I listened to called Chasing Excellence. Highly recommend. But they focus a lot on the mental stuff. It's mainly a CrossFit podcast, but they do something called the 2-minute drill. Okay. So the two hosts will present a topic, and they have 2 minutes to basically summarize, talk about whatever it is. So the plan was I'll give you 3 practices of mental strength, stoicism. I took, bits and pieces of everything, and you have 2 minutes to just express your feelings, which based off the way this episode's been going, 2 minutes is going to be a little tough.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, Quincy, you've got a 2-minute time limit.
Yes. It's not a hard timer, but as close as we can.
I got you.
Okay.
I'll start to reel it in now as well, too, because I know we're
So the first one, ready? Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself.
Yes, so what about it?
So what it means to you, how, what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, okay, got you. So tolerant of others and strict with yourself?
Yep, strict with yourself.
I would say tolerant with others and tolerant with yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think people give themselves enough credit for the work that they're doing, because I think everyone tells you to be humble. That's stupid, in my opinion. It's not bragging if it's true. If you don't like what the person is saying because it makes you feel bad, then question why it makes you feel bad. What are you insecure about? And what are you doing to improve yourself so that someone talking about something they're proud of or they're happy with or they're excited about makes you feel less than. So I don't think people they're not tolerant of themselves, which is why they're not tolerant of others. Because most people have something about themselves that they're not happy with. Mm-hmm. And rather than address and fix and work on that, they'll find problems with everyone else that they can spend their time to focus on and work on, because that's something that they can point to as proof as to they're a good person. So a lot of people are using others and other things that they're doing as validation for them being good or tolerant or humble or whatever. Mm-hmm. When I think if you're focused on developing of yourself and understanding yourself and what your limitations are and why they've gotten to that point in time, you'll be confident enough in yourself to be okay with the fact that not everyone's going to like you all the time and not everyone's going to be happy with you. And that evokes tolerance in others because you're also tolerant of your own limitations. So that's what I think of that.
Okay. Good. That was actually perfectly 2 minutes. So well done. Next one. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent.
Motivation is temporary and discipline is temporary.
Okay.
Motivation can kickstart discipline. Motivation can kickstart the practice of discipline, but that's what discipline is. It's a practice, right? So if you stop practicing, you're no longer disciplined. You no longer have discipline, right? But just because you're practicing doesn't mean you're disciplined in an area that will better you in the future. I'm super disciplined. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Okay, great. You're committed. You're showing commitment. You're showing dedication. You're showing loyalty. You're developing a habit and you're disciplined in what you're doing. But would someone say that is a positive, right? So I think a lot of things that I think about when I'm talking, especially on the mentality side of things, it's really taking that subjective ideology and applying it to everything, which allows, in my mind, me the ability to be forgiving of myself, but also have very high expectations of myself as well too. And discipline can be good and bad. So it's really, and good and bad for who, and for how long and when. And I think context is the thing that is lacking most in conversations and the way in which we move. And I think that's what's most important in terms of discipline, being disciplined in the context that you require before making decisions.
Last one. Practice negative visualization.
Yeah, yeah, because then that's coming up with, so the way in which I guess the MSL mentality really focuses is saying, hey, let's plan for the worst possible scenario that we can come up with, and then come up with a strategy that accounts for it, so that we can not be scared into being indecisive or taking action. So if we can think up of all of the terrible things that can happen as a result of the potential action that we're going to take, and then we can come up with a strategy or solution that helps us avoid that or survive it, then the question becomes, why are we not taking an action step to move forward? And then that allows you to at least assess what's the insecurity or limited self-belief that I have that I need to work on to be able to take action or move forward, or what foundational pieces do I need to put in place to be able to make this action to move forward.
All right.
So yeah, that one's a good one.
Perfect.
Awesome. I like that. I like the 2-minute drill, because it makes you really just think whatever you're saying, think about it. You have to vocalize, and then you kind of hear yourself say it and you think about it. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, that's a good one, because that's something that I probably need more help with in terms of dialing stuff in. Because I'm like, all right, yeah. Well, if we're over here riding the wave, we can talk forever. Let's go. But no, but that's good. That's a good segment. I like that.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.